Happy Sunday. All right, let's get into this video. I am going to talk about situationships, friendships, and relationships. According to Google, situationships is a romantic or sexual relationship that is not considered to be formal or established. Hmm, okay. Friendship, the emotions of conduct or conduct of friends, a person who knows you and have a bond with you. Hmm. Relationship, the way in which two people are connected to one another. Hmm. That's what Google says. So I'm gonna tell you what I say about it. Hmm. Let's start with the situationship. And I'm telling you this because I've been there. I've been in some situationships. It started like that. Well, no, it actually didn't start like that. It started like, oh, we're gonna be in a relationship. And it winds up being a situationship because the person wasn't being honest. They weren't true about it. They really didn't want a relationship. They wanted a situationship. And some people would say they wanted a friend with benefits, where it says in a situationship, a romantic or sexual relationship. So when it comes to that, when they wanted the sexual relationship and that wasn't happening, they wanted to just, oh, well, we cool, we friends. Oh, so they thought they were friends because my definition of a friend is being there for someone when you need them or when they need you. So let's just say, hey, you're not feeling well and somebody, asks you, hey, can you bring me this? I'm not feeling well. And they either say no or they don't even respond. That is not a friendship. That's a situationship. So back to the situationship. As I was saying, it's a little warm. As I was saying, situationships are where people who lead you on and say they want to be in a relationship and they start out all good or whatever the case may be. And it goes on and on and on. They're never there for you, or they they make promises that they know they're not going to keep. They're just stringing you along. They're wanting to hold on to you to either see if there's something better out there or hold on to you for some type of benefit, or they just do it. I mean, nowadays people are just different. That's all I say, just different. So that's my take on situationships because I've been in a situationship like that. Talking to this guy, and he was like, oh, he's interested, and it starts out good. Next thing you know, um, benefits, no. And I guess then it's like, well, I have no need of you. So that was my situationship. Um, and like I said, making promises that you know you're not going to keep. So, don't even do that. And this is for men and women, not just women because I said women and because of the title of my book. It's for men and women. Stop wasting people's time. Stop telling them you're interested in them. Stop getting people to let their guard down or whatever the case is if they have a guard up. Now, for me, I've had a guard up because of so many situations that I've endured. So, yeah, I keep a guard up because I've had my heart broken before. And who wants that? A man doesn't nor a woman. So when somebody tells you, oh, yeah, I'm interested, or they want to talk, or they want to text, or whatever the case is, but it's at their convenience, first of all. Second of all, it's not going to take you 4 or 5 years. Well, actually, let's say a year or two to figure out if you're really interested in that person. So basically, you're in a situationship. You're in the kind that's romantic because you're telling them, oh, you're this, you're that, and you're who I'm looking for, and blah, 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 blah. And it's not. You're just in a situationship. Okay, then we have friendships. Oh, I want to be your friend. I'm cool. We friends. We friends. We friends, and we'll see how it goes. And I've seen a lot of stuff on TikTok about that too. Facebook too. We're friends and we see where this goes. Nowhere. It's going nowhere. Because what kind of friend are you? I mean, I'm not saying, please don't misunderstand what I'm saying. You don't jump straight into a relationship, but after 6 months to a year, you should know what you need to know. If you want to be in a relationship, you want to be a friend, you know, you should know that. It does not take 4 years, 5 years. And I look at people when I'm like, people who have been dating someone for 5 to 10 years and then they get married. 5 to 10 years? Why did it take that long? It shouldn't take that long for you to know if you're going to marry somebody. That's just crazy. And then, like I said, I'm speaking on this because I've been in this. I've been in a situationship. I've been in a so-called friendship. We're gonna see where this is going. Now, don't get me wrong, because I say in a heartbeat, let the Lord lead it. But you still know. You still have common sense. You still know, hey, this one's for me and this one's not. I learned a while back. Ask the Lord for real. Ask Him, hey, if this is the one for me, let me know. If not, remove them out of my life and He will do it. Trust and believe He will do it. Now, I didn't say they won't try to come back. Now, I didn't say that because they will. Trust and believe they will. But if you ask Him to remove them, and then you ask Him to remove them and you don't have the feelings anymore. They might, or they might just want to come back for whatever reason. But and it's crazy because every time I ask God that, He shows me something, whether it's in something they've said, something they've done, how they acted, or in a dream. He shows me. But I'm grateful for that. I am grateful for that. So now I'm not so easy to let my guard down. I'm not so easy for you to break my heart because, you know, I say you for entertainment purposes only. If I'm bored, entertainment purposes only. And I know that's not nice to say, but that's what you're doing to me. You're entertaining me for your entertainment purposes. And I know I'm not the only one out there that this has happened to, male or female. I'm just putting it out there. Okay, so then let's go to the relationship. Okay, we're gonna say we in a relationship. You're my man, I'm your woman. We're in this. We're in this. And I guess hopefully we're moving towards goals of marriage because I'm not your boo, I'm not your bae, I'm not your toy, I'm not your boo boo. So you're not gonna string me along for 2, 3 years, 4 or 5 years. That's not gonna happen. So in a relationship, now I'm telling you quickly, my private life is my private life. And what I mean by that, when I say private life, is I'm not telling you where we're going, what we're doing. I'm not doing any of that because it's none of your business. But a lot of people, um, a lot of people do that. That's their business. I mean, hey, we might be out somewhere and we might snap a picture or something like that. But it doesn't have to be on social media. That's for your own thing. And when you're in a relationship, yes, keep your personal private life private. Everybody doesn't have to know your every move. But when you come to say private, as in private, like you're hiding, that's a different story. You're hiding, I'm private. I'm really private. Nobody knows who I'm with. Or. And I'm not saying like I said, you don't have to know everybody's move, the couple's move. But at least you need to know, hey, this man is taken or this woman is taken. We don't know what they're doing in private, but I know they're together. And I hear a lot of people say, oh, well, I keep my life private. Don't nobody know who I'm with. Why is that? Why they don't know who you with? Because to me, when you do that they don't know who you with, either it's something that you don't want to be seen. You don't want people to know who you with. Who are you hiding from? I mean, you don't have to plaster it all over social media. You don't have to plaster it all over whatever. You don't have to be all out and about like this my man, this my woman. You don't have to do all of that. But if somebody sees you and they be like, oh, they're a couple. There's nothing wrong with that. It's nothing wrong with people knowing that you're a couple. Like I said, keep your personal business private. But if you're hiding who you're dating, there's something's not right with that. And the other person should look at that and think like, wow, why you don't want nobody to know we're together? Cause either you got more than one man or you got more than one woman, and you don't want people to know that. I dated somebody like that. We were in a relationship, and he's actually in my book, and he knows it. We dated, and we in a relationship, actually lived together, and I'm not condoning that. I'm not condoning living together, not married. That was back then. We talking about back then, not now. But we was in a relationship, and every time I turned around, women were calling him from his past. And he was like, I can't have friends. I said, I didn't say you couldn't have friends. I have male friends. So why you can't have female friends? What I kept explaining to him was, first of all, you were sexually involved with these females. And second of all, they have no boundaries. You didn't set up any boundaries because you didn't let them know, hey, I'm in a relationship. They calling 8 in the morning, all time of night. What are they doing that at? You didn't, because see, that was disrespect to me. You were disrespecting me. So they basically probably laughing like, hey, he lived there, but he's still talking to me. And that's not cool. That's how people get hurt. Now, I didn't hurt him. I don't want to hurt him. I could care less. But when you do stuff like that and you trying to hide, everything you do in the dark gonna always come to the light. As the old people would say, and what don't come out in the wash gonna come out in the rinse. So when you're getting into something, be mindful of what you're getting into. Be mindful if you're in a situationship. Time is precious. That's something you cannot get back. And I'm gonna tell you real quick, don't waste mine. Because I'll ghost you. And I don't like that because I've been ghosted. Because that's not what they really wanted. They lied. So, but time is precious, seriously. You can't get time back. Do not waste your time. Please do not waste your time. You will know in 6 months to a year if this is somebody that you are really interested in. You will know, hey, this might be my wife. This might be my husband. And if you're not sure, go to God and ask him. But being in a situationship, that's not cool. Don't let nobody waste your time. Don't let nobody fill your head, blow your head up with this and that, and then string you along. You're better than that. Know your worth. My God, know your worth. Please. Like I said, I've been there. That's exactly why I wrote the book. That's exactly why I'm doing these videos on this channel. Of course, I do other videos too, but right now I'm wanting to start out with that because it is a women's ministry that God has given me. It's a women's ministry, but it also includes men. So I'm not here to bash men. I'm not here, being one-sided. It is two-sided. Men, don't let a woman string you along. Don't let her waste your time. If you already figured out she a gold digger, keep it moving. Everything that glitters not gold, as the old people say. Everything look good to you is not good for you. That's male and female. Been there, done that. Friendships. And this is friendships with people too. You have to have boundaries with people. Male, female, you have to have boundaries. You have to have boundaries with family. And that is one thing I used to lack, boundaries. Because I was always, don't want to make nobody mad. I want to be peace. I want to be the peacemaker. I was the people pleaser. Now I'm the God pleaser and the Tanya pleaser. So don't come for me. If you don't want me, you're not ready, don't come for me. But if God didn't send you, don't come anyway. But also, relationships. Come on. If you meet somebody in 6 months to a year, you know if they're the one. I ain't saying run off and get married. I'm not saying that. But hey, this is the one that I think I can build with. This is the one that I see a future potential. She is everything that I asked God for. He's everything that I asked God for. Know your worth. Men and women, know your worth. Don't get caught up in a situationship. Don't get caught up in a no going nowhere friendship, and don't get caught up in a jacked up relationship. Please know your worth. Um, it's sad because some people can be lonely, and they'll let loneliness drive them into something that they wish they hadn't. That's not good for them. Um, Like I said, I told you about the relationship I had with the guy, and he kept entertaining the ex-girlfriends, and they thought it was cute, which it was cute to them because he didn't correct them. And when I say correct, I mean he didn't do boundaries. He didn't be like, well, I'm with her. Please don't do that. Or don't even answer. Don't even entertain. But he did that. He did all of that. I don't know where he is today. I don't know what he's doing today. Could care less. But I had to finally understand who I was and know my worth. Then, many, many years ago, I'm not ashamed to tell it because I say I'm transparent. I was in love with a man. If he told me the sky was pink and the grass was purple, I believed him. Or was I in lust? Which one was it? That's a good question. Was I in love or was I in lust? That I believed anything he told me. And we dated off and on. And then when the opportunity the opportunity came around, excuse me, that we could have gotten married, he didn't want to get married. So I know you all have heard the thing, why buy the cow when you can get the milk free? You want to test drive the car before you buy it? Men and women, learn your worth. You're not to be test driven. You're not giving away anything free. If you give away your heart, that's on you. If you give away your heart and your heart gets broken, it sucks. It really sucks. Been there, done that. Don't let loneliness send you into something that God didn't ordain for you. Don't, oh, time is ticking. I'm getting older. I want to I want to be married before I'm 60 because I'm just throwing it out there. Don't be in a rush. Be anxious for nothing, but in all things, in prayer and supplication. Because time is very, very valuable. Do not waste your time. Do not entertain people if you don't want to be with them. And don't let somebody entertain you if you know they don't want to be with you. Again, time is valuable. Don't get caught up in a situationship. Don't be in a jacked up friendship, one sided friendship. Don't be in a jacked up relationship to where there's nothing going, there's no future, none of that. Ships do sink. And I don't want you to be on a ship that's going to sink. Now, is it going to be smooth sailing all the way all the time? No. But you definitely don't want to be on one that's going to sink, especially if you just got on it and it started sinking. So I'm sharing all of this because, like I said, God gave me the women's ministry vision. I've been through a lot of stuff. I'm currently working on my second book that basically will tell my whole life story. I'm still in awe of it. I'm still praying. But if I can help one person, just one, I have done the job that God has given me to do, because a lot of people don't have someone to talk to. My mother left at 10. When I was 10 years old. My mother died when I was 10 years old. So I didn't get a lot of stuff that, a young girl needed to know. My father was not in the picture when my mother died. So I didn't know how a man was supposed to treat a woman. A lot of things I learned the hard way. I have daughters. Well, daughter and daughter-in-law. I have granddaughters. I have daughters. They're not my biological daughters, but I have daughters. And I don't want to see them hurt. I don't want to see them heartbroken. I don't want to see anybody in that state because it is not fair. It is not fair at all to have to go through the hurt, the pain, the embarrassment, the disappointment. And not just women. My nose is always itching. Not just women, even men. Don't cause she look good to you. Don't. Know your worth. Know that you can get with somebody that you can build with. Somebody who's going to love you for you unconditionally. And a lot of people are, oh, well, she look good. He look good. Been there, done that with the 6'4". The one that told, I thought the the grass was purple and the sky was pink. Or whatever color I said. Been there, done that. Wasted my time, wasted my energy. Something I can't get back. And I just don't want anybody else to do that. And men and women today are off the chain. Like I said in my other video, I was at the point I didn't want a man even to breathe in my direction because of all of the foolishness. But I know that God has something great for me. I know God has my king and I am his queen. So I'm patiently waiting, and I don't mind waiting. I don't. Because when you take it up on yourself and you rush into it, you're going to go through some stuff. So that's my video today for situationships, friendships, relationships. Which ship you going to get on? But make sure you get on a ship that's not going to sink. I don't know if I'm going to post this today or tomorrow. I'll probably try to do it today. And I've got to start doing more videos. And I'm going to bring some more videos that are not just talking about relationships, hurt, pain, or anything like that. I'm going to take y'all along with me to some places. But I have to be very careful of not videoing other people. And this is new to me. So I'm still learning. I'm still learning how to do this. So please bear with me. I want to tell you about somebody else. It was a year and 4 months. A year and 4 months I spent in, it's supposed to have been a relationship, but I think it was a situationship. And they didn't understand why I was upset. You strung me along. Well, I allowed you to string me along for a year and 4 months. I did. Because I cared about the person. And to this day, they still don't get it. But all is well. And if I have helped one person, male or female, I have done my job. If not, it's okay. But don't forget to like. If you have not subscribed, don't forget to subscribe, like, and share. And I greatly appreciate it. Again, this is not about monetary. This is about helping someone. I have been at my lowest from being hurt and broken. I don't want that for somebody else. Remember, know who you are and whose you are. See you in the next video. Bye.